Hey guys, Dr. Kahu here and welcome back to my channel. Now today we're going to be doing a continuation to the short series what ifs that I've created, and that is what if Deku had a super copy quirk, part 4. Now as usual guys, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and because you guys have been awesome and helping me out, 150 likes guys, 150 likes, part 5 will come out right away. And as I said in the last series, I don't want to waste time, it's only a 20-minute video, so without hesitation guys, let the story begin. Now, the quick recap is Izuku, after wrecking house the entrance exam, he gets asked by Principal Nezu over the megaphone if he could come to his office. And so Izuku flew to Principal Nezu's office at UA, and he's standing in front of the door. And from that, let our story begin. 10 minutes before Izuku came to Principal Nezu's office, Principal Nezu tells All Might and Aizawa that 1. Izuku Midoria has passed 100% with flying colours. 2. He's going to sponsor him no matter what, and an added bonus. 3. He's going to be in your class, Aizawa. 1A. No hesitation. Aizawa is like, oh, alright. Is there anything else we need to expect from this kid? All Might? All Might goes, yeah, there is actually. This kid is a super fanboy, by the way. I'm his #1 hero, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to come up to you and ask for your autograph and everything like that, and all you about your quirks, so you better be ready. And not only that, he passively copies quirks, so he's going to have your quirk copied already. And this is why you're here, Raisha. And he goes, why? Because I believe Izuku is going to be the next #1 hero. And he goes, can you be sure of that? He goes, yes, I can. I trained with him for 10 months. This kid is not selfish. He's selfless. Everything I aspired to be as a kid. This kid has the power of pretty much anything. A more powerful version to the villain that I almost lost to. And I can tell you right now, if this kid went down a dark route, no one, and I mean no one, in this world, not even America's #1 hero, Stars and Stripes, would have beaten Izuku Midoria if he went rogue. And they look at Nezu. Nezu goes, even you at your prime? And he goes, no. I believe 100% if Izuku was to ever turn bad, me at my prime, even Stars and Stripes, and Awful One, was to fight this kid at his strongest, we will lose immediately. And Nezu goes, I see. Well then you made the right call. So yeah. Oh, I see on the monitor he's coming. We better proceed. And All Might goes, prepare yourself, Aizawa. This kid's gonna catch you off guard. And he goes, alright then. Izuku lands, and when he gets there, he feels some quirks. He feels a familiar quirk, which is All Might. And so it makes him excited. He opens the door. At first he knocks on the door. And Nezu goes, you may come in, Izuku Midoria. And he goes, alright. He opens the door and he goes, All Might! And he goes, it's like you didn't know that I was here. You felt my quirk before you got here, right? And he goes, well, yeah, but I wanted to be surprised, you know? Still, you're still my hero. I look up to you and everything. He goes, thank you, kid. Izuku looks over and he sees another person. He goes, you must be Principal Nezu. He bows to him and goes, yes. But if you look at me correctly, am I a dog? Am I a bear? Or am I a raccoon? Or am I any of these animals? I don't know. But hey, Izuku looks at him and goes, your quirk is high specs. That's pretty interesting. And he goes, yes, that is my quirk. You got an interesting quirk yourself, the young Izuku Midoria. I would like to introduce you to someone. Shoto Aizawa. And Izuku looks at him and goes, Shoto Aizawa, nice to meet you. I've never seen you before. He looks up and he sees the name of his quirk, Erasing or Eraser. Izuku goes, Erase? And All Might goes, here it comes. Izuku begins to fly. He goes over, oh my gosh, you're Eraser here. I can't believe it. I am such a huge fan. You're an underground hero. You're so cool. And what happens is Eraserhead's looking at Izuku and he looks at All Might and it goes, you were absolutely right. He looks at Izuku one more time. He uses his quirk to cancel Izuku's quirk to make him land. And he goes, I was so right. You're Eraserhead. Can I have your autograph, please? And he goes, you didn't waste time, do you, kid? Fine, I don't mind. You're funny anyway. And he grabs the book and goes, cool. Can I shake your hand also? I'm so happy I get to meet my #1 underground hero. And he goes, sure, why not, kid? He touches Izuku's hand and Izuku's eyes glow green. And All Might goes, just what I hoped for. And Nezu goes, I would like to shake your hand too if you don't mind, Izuku Midoria. I want to see how your quirk actually works. All Might tells me that you passively copy our quirks, so you have our quirks already within you. But to actually maximize our quirks in your stockpile, I presume, you copy it by touching us, right? And Izuku goes, yes, and he goes, very perceptive. There, Principal Nezu, he goes, well, I am the best, for now. Izuku's like, for now? And he goes, yes. As much as All Might has put his hopes and dream into you, young man, I think I'm going to do the same. Izuku's like, really? So yes, if you don't mind, you can shake my hand now. Izuku's like, alright. He touches Nezu's hand, and immediately Izuku copies Nezu's bloody super intelligent quirk, and Izuku's quirk erupts to another level, okay? The only person that could actually understand Izuku's nerd now is Principal Nezu, because Izuku has Principal Nezu's powers about 3 times more powerful, okay? Just keep that in mind. It's amped by a super quirk. And so Izuku's standing there like, whoa, okay, this is how you see the world? I'm so confused right now. And he goes, it's alright, don't worry kid, have a seat. Izuku sits down and he introduces what's happened. And as Principal Nezu was about to speak, Izuku goes, let me to do something. You called me here to say that I've made it into UA. You're going to sponsor me, and I'm going to be in Eraserhead's class, right? And Nezu smiles and goes, you're the man, All Might. Thank you so much. Izuku looks at All Might and he goes, I'm guessing you guys were here talking about my future, right? And he goes, yes. What else do you think we're doing? All Might was telling you the pros and cons of my quirk, right? That I could have been the worst villain, or I could be the greatest hero. And he goes, yes, that's exactly it. And Izuku goes, well, I have no qualms or no issue when it comes to being a villain. I'm not going to become a villain, hell no. My goal is to be as cool as my idol, All Might. Or as cool as you, Eraserhead, because you're cool in yourself as well. He goes, you look tired, Eraserhead. Izuku lifts his hand up and he gives Eraserhead a little bit of his energy. And he goes, what did you do? And Izuku goes, that's what it is. You work at nighttime, so you're tired during the day, right? And he goes, yeah, kid. Well, if I'm in your class, then I'll be able to help you out in that sense. Eraserhead's like, And Izuku goes, by the way. And All Might goes, what is it? So, I'll explain something to you. All Might goes, what is it, kid? So I copied a Recovery Girl's quirk, and I have it part of my stockpile, you see. So if I was to tell you my stockpile, it's my telekinesis, my explosion quirk, my super strength quirk, my gigantification quirk, my energy transference quirk, what's it called, recovery super healing quirk, or healing quirk, I can call it super healing now, and Eraserhead's quirk. And what happens is, not only that, sorry, and Principal Nezu's quirk. So there's 8. I have 8 in my stockpile right now. All the other quirks are flying around, but thanks to Principal Nezu's quirk, I can figure these abilities out much more quicker and build them up. My body is strong enough to handle all these quirks. And All Might's like, okay. But anyway, what you gonna do, kid? Izuku goes to All Might, he lifts All Might's t-shirt up, his hand turns green, and he goes, what are you doing, kid? Izuku slams his hand to All Might's gut, making him cough out blood. And Izuku's like, I'm sorry, All Might, but this is the only way I can do it. He crushes All Might's bones. And All Might's like, what are you doing, kid? And he's, stop this. And what happens, All Might feels this overwhelming warmth go through his body. And Izuku forces his energy into All Might's body. He not only transfers energy, but he forces his energy into All Might to heal him. So instead of All Might's body healing All Might, Izuku's energy transference plus his super healing quirk on All Might, yeah, it works wonders. And before All Might and Izuku can finish it off, All Might's quirk activates and blows Izuku away. Izuku gets smashed right through the door and he hits the wall, creating himself. He's like, and looks up and it's like, well, that was unnecessary. Izuku falls down face first, hits the ground. All Might's like, All Might goes, what the? All Might begins to breathe. He's like, hey, a tear goes up All Might's eye. I can breathe again. All Might feels his wound. He still has the wound there, hasn't fully recovered, but he looks at Izuku. All Might's buff again. He's like, I can breathe, Aizawa. I can breathe, Nezu, properly. This kid. He walks over to Izuku, picks him up and he hugs him. And he goes, thank you so much, kid. I know you haven't healed me, but All Might has tears down his eyes. He can't believe it. Izuku healed him to a point where All Might no longer goes into a skinny phase, but he'll always stay at the strength level he is at. He never can go back to his 100% boss level. And so All Might's like, I can do hero work now. Nezu goes, yes, you can, but for now you should take it easy. We don't know how far this kid's healing has taken you. I suggest you take that young man Izuku back to his house and come back to see Recovery Girl and see what state of what Izuku left you, okay? I believe we just taxed this young man's energy, I presume. Aizawa goes, this kid shouldn't come to this school. He's already a pro hero, damn it. Damn this rules and these laws. This world is unfair, and this kid should be a hero like everyone else. I tell you what, Principal Nezu, I will teach this kid like how I normally would, but he's gonna be more like my teacher aide. Is that okay? And he goes, I wouldn't have it any other way, Aizawa. Run the class the way you think you should run. Thank you, Nezu. And what happens is, well, All Might, I'll see you later. Yeah, see you later. All Might jumps and flies, pretty much kicks and flies back with Izuku, and he's so happy. He's never been this unburdened in years. He's flying around like so happy. Well, not flying, but he's jumping around using his quirk, kicking the air, making him go so fast. He's so excited. He wipes his tears away, and as he lands by Izuku's apartment, people are like, "Hey, it's All Might!" And he goes, "Hey, guys, I'm here, but sorry, I have to deliver this young man home." "Oh, you got Izuku Midoria. Oh, that's incredible. What happened? That kid's kind of powerful." And he goes, "This kid helped me out a lot. Let's just say that, okay? But I'll sign you guys' autograph soon." Or how about he signs it now? He signs all of them and goes, "Thank you. Now, I'm gonna be on my way. Thank you, All Might." All Might goes to Izuku Midoriya's house and he knocks at Inko's door. What happens is, as All Might's standing there, Inko opens the door, and as she opens, bear in mind, Inko's in her hot phase. She's in her skinny young phase, kind of in a sense. As I said, she's not depressed, because Izuku has a powerful quirk, and she trained to use her quirk alongside Izuku Midoriya. So when she opens the door, she's like, "Welcome home, my son. How was your day?" And then she sees All Might, she's like, All Might! Okay, guys, if you guys hear background noise again, it's just my neighbors. They just are loud for some reason. But anyway, she's like, "All Might, oh, my Izuku, is he okay?" And he goes, "Yes, he's okay. I come to bring him home." All Might's actually taken off guard how beautiful Inko is, because she reminds him of Nana Shimura. And he had a crush on her, by the way. And as he looks at Inko, his face goes red, and he goes, "Oh, you must be Midoriya's mother." And he goes, "Yes, I'm Inko Midoriya." "Oh, I'll bring your son inside." "Yeah, oh yes, please. Would you like a drink?" If you don't mind." And he said, "Oh, cool." And so he puts Izuku into his room. When he sees his room, he goes, "Wow, this kid is a massive fanboy." And he goes, "What's this?" He goes over and goes, "Whoa, these are all his quirk analysis books. Wait a minute, these are all the quirks he has. This kid is something else." I'm so proud that I found this kid. Gran Torino, eat your heart out. Boom, his eyes open wide. Gran Torino! Anyway, almost having like a happy moment. But he puts Izuku down, he walks out of the room, and what happens is Izuku gets up. He wasn't asleep the whole time, he just wanted to be carried by his hero. Izuku sits up and goes, "I'm home." That's cool. I wonder what All Might and Mom doing. All Might's sitting at the table, he's laughing, and Inko's laughing and giggling too. They're happy as. Inko explains that her and her ex-husband are not married, well, not together, not married anymore, but she kept the Midoriya name, just for sake of Izuku. And All Might goes, "Oh, I see." But he sends money here and there for Izuku. All Might goes, I see. And what happens, All Might tells Inko everything. Tells him that Izuku healed him. He shows her his wound. All Might will never go back to his skinny phase. However, he doesn't have the energy to retain being a hero for long. He still keeps his buff form, but he can only maintain being as strong as a hero for like 12 hours. And then he goes to like, not weak state, he just can't maintain his super strength for so long. And so All Might understands he has rules and regulations now. But not yet though, he doesn't know that until he sees Recovery Girl. But anyway, back to All Might and Inko. They actually hit it off, and Inko kind of blushes a lot when All Might talks to her, because All Might's looking directly at her. Izuku opens the door, and when he opens the door and he sees the scene, his face goes red and he goes, "I think my mom and All Might are hitting on each other. What the hell?" Izuku walks out. "Hey, All Might." All Might goes, "Oh kid, you're awake. But you were..." Izuku goes, "No, I wasn't. I wasn't asleep. I just was happy." And he goes, "Huh, you punked me, kid. Well, I'm grateful anyway." He walks over to Izuku with tears down his eyes. He picks up Izuku and hugs him. "Thank you, my boy. Thank you so much. You have removed the weight of myself for so long." And Izuku goes, All Might, if I wasn't super strong, you would have crushed me by now." All Might goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, kid." He puts Izuku down and he goes, Well, Inko, it was lovely meeting you, and I hope to catch up with you sometime. And Izuku, my boy, I can't wait to see you at UA. He goes, what do you mean? Well, of course, didn't you deduce it? He goes, yeah, I know. I'm just being dumb. Come on. I have to feign being dumb now. I've Principal Nezu's intelligence, but I'm not as chaotic and psycho like him. And Oma goes, well, if you were in his position, you'll understand. Izuku goes, he was experimented on, right? Injured by humans? Yeah, he was. I see. Well, he's got a friend here forever. He goes, yes, well, remember, you are not only my hope, you're his hope too. So, see you when UA starts, eh, boy? Alright, All Might, alright. And so as All Might leaves, he glances one more time at Inko, glancing her a smile and a wink. Inko's face is red, you know? And All Might walks out and he's like, she really looks like Nana Shimura. That's shocking. She's really beautiful. And All Might's walking away goes, one, this kid saved my life pretty much, and two, I kinda met the love of my life. All Might jumps away, really excited, and he boosted back to UA. Izuku explains everything to his mom, but she don't care. She's like, she already knows, and she's just happy that her son's safe and that he helped All Might. Okay, she cries and tells him she's very proud of him. She can't believe the man that he's going to be, the hero that he's going to be. And she's got his back 100%. So does All Might 100%, my son. And Izuku thanks his mom. He hugs her and he goes into his room to relax. He's like, I'm done. I'm tired. And so All Might, when he gets to Recovery Girl, he lands back at UA and he walks into the office. Recovery Girl goes, oh, well, welcome, Toshinori. I heard you got healed by a kid using my quirk, I see. Yeah, apart from that, yeah. And he goes, let me take a look. She looks at All Might's situation. She goes, whoa, he did something unimaginable. I can't believe he did that. How did he do that? And he goes, well, he copied two quirks. He combined two quirks. His energy transference and your healing. And bear in mind, these are amplified 4 times each by Izuku's quirk. So it's at a higher level than yours. And because he didn't use my energy to heal me, he used his own. It increased the chances, so my energy fought back and pushed off him. However, and she goes, I see. Well, I'll do some x-rays and tests and see where you're at, eh, All Might? All Might goes, alright. And so after an hour, All Might sits there. He has no blood come from him at all. He still feels his injury a little bit, but it's just a present injury. Bear in mind, yeah. And so what happens is she walks over and goes, well, I am really surprised and I would love to see this young man too, again. But your quirk, All Might, well, your body is almost healed. You'll never be as strong as you were 6 years ago. I'm sorry to say that. However, you stay in that form, you will be staying in this buff form indefinitely. But I'm going to put a restriction on your hero work. Do you understand, young man? And he gets scared. You're not going to ruin this opportunity from this young man. Alright? And she looks at All Might and she taps him in the head. So you are only allowed to do hero work for 6 hours. Almost like 6 hours? Yes. The other 6 hours you can help train your students. Do you understand? Almost like, yes, Recovery Girl. Yes, that's right. Until she turns away and she looks back at him. You made the right choice, by the way, young Toshinori. I'm proud of you. And almost like, thank you. Thank you so much, Recovery Girl. You may leave. All Might leaves and he goes off. He's so happy. And so what goes down is, for the next 2 weeks, Izuku begins to train. He pushes his mental faculties to the point where he actually starts to practice all his other quirks. He has all the quirks he has, you know. Thanks to his high specs abilities, he's able to keep note. He reads all his books again and he memorizes everything to a T. He technically doesn't need his quirks books no more. He knows all his quirks and he can recite all of them. And so Izuku goes to Dagobah Beach with his pass again, and he begins to practice all 206 of his quirks, okay? Because I'm going to say, right now, Izuku's passive quirks are all the quirks that he copied floating around. He has them, and there's 206 of them, okay? Besides the other 8 that he has, his super quirks, but he doesn't need to train those. Not to the extent of these other ones. And so for the next 2 weeks, Izuku begins to practice all of them left, right, and center until he gets all of them roughly to like 20%. 20%, you know? And this works for him, makes him happy. And so when the day comes for Izuku Midoria to come to UA, Izuku jumps off the ground, he begins to fly all the way to UA, and he lands in front of the building. When he lands in front of the building, he's like, I can't wait for this day. It's like my dream my whole life. And as Izuku walks through, what goes down, he walks and goes, 1A, class 1A. And Izuku goes, I'll just follow the path that I saw in the schematics of the school. It's not that hard. And as Izuku walks in, he goes, these are really interesting doors. He uses telekinesis to open the door, and as he opens the door, Izuku is actually there before everyone. He walks in, he sits down, and Aizawa's there, and Izuku's like, "Oh, Mr. Aizawa, sorry I didn't see you." He goes, "It's alright, problem child. I'm just tired. Let me know when other kids arrive. I was going to go to the teacher's lounge, but you kind of interrupted me." And Izuku, "That's alright, Aizawa, do you need some energy?" He goes, "If you give me energy, you're not going to have no energy for the day." And Izuku goes, "That's where you're wrong. I have a quirk that re-energizes myself." And he goes, "What's that?" And he goes, I just call it Energizer. I don't super it up because I don't want it fully, but it allows me to boost my energy levels again and again, you know, not all the time. I only have it to 20%, but I can use that enough." He goes, "Yeah, whatever, kid. Go for broke. I don't mind, I'm tired. Do it or let me go to sleep." And Izuku's like, "Oh, sorry." He opens his hand up and he touches Aizawa's shoulder. Aizawa instantly feels fully recovered, as if he's been asleep all day. He stands up, he goes, "Whoa, kid. I'm wide awake." And Izuku's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry about that." And he goes, "It's alright, kid." And as Izuku's standing with Aizawa, Bakugo comes in and he sees Izuku. And as Izuku and Bakugo make eye contact, this is where we're going to leave this one off, guys. I hope you guys liked this. Please like and subscribe. Leave your comments down below. 150 likes, guys, for the next part. And I'll bring it up right away. But as usual, guys, this is Dr. Kahu saying peace.